show you how to crochet this little cute octopus guy. I use a single crochet and a half double crochet for the tentacles. He's got some plastic safety eyes and I embroidered his mouth on there. I'm just following a simple pattern that goes around, and I'm just going to walk you through that. So let's get started. First thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a magic circle. Oh, and I'm using a size H hook. We're going to start off with a magic circle. If you don't already know how to do this, I would suggest going and finding a different YouTube video to kind of learn how to do it. There's some really great ones out there. And then, so we'll get that going. And then we're just going to crochet 6 on here. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And I always count those just to make sure I did that right. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Perfect. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to close that up. So we're going to be going in through here. And it's a little tricky and I'm kind of a beginner, so got that. And then we're just going to do increases all the way around. So we've got our first one, and then same hole, going in, doing another single crochet, and then we're going to go to the next one, single crochet, same hole, single crochet. So now we've got 4 going. Then we're going to skip to the next 2, single crochet, and then same hole, single crochet. Now I've got 6, and we're going to go through and next one, single crochet, same hole, single crochet. That's going to be 8. Then next hole, single crochet, same spot, single crochet, the next spot, single crochet, and then same spot, single crochet, and that should give us 12. So let's go around and count them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And now that I've done that, I like to go through and close up my circle. I usually just poke that yarn through there, oops, and then pull it tight. And it's a little bit tricky. There we go. And it's just going to close that up so you don't have any big circles going on in the middle. And then for this next step, we are going to, let me double check, make sure I'm remembering this right. We're going to do a increase and then single, or single and then an increase. So I like to start using a stitch marker at this point, so you don't have to keep track of it as much. Just going to pop that in there. And so it's going to be a single crochet and then an increase. So pop 2 in that same spot. So let me get a little more yarn. Okay. And then we're going to do 1 and then an increase. And then we're going to do 1 and then an increase. We're just going to keep going all the way around for this. 1 and increase. 1 and increase, and you should end on an increase, so 1 and increase. We're going to end on this increase right here, put 2 in that same spot. Let's go around and count. I think we should have 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. So it looks like we're doing pretty good so far. And then what we're going to do next is going to be single, nope, it's 2 singles and then a double. So we're going to move our stitch marker, and it's going to be a single, single, and then an increase. We're just going to do that all the way around until we get back to our blue stitch marker, okay? Alrighty, and at the end of this row you should have 24 going all the way around. We're going to move our stitch marker, and we're going to single crochet 3 times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to put an increase in. So 1 and 2. So again, it's going to be single, 2, 3, and then an increase. At the end of this, you should have 30 stitches going around. And now we've got 30 stitches going all the way around. For the next row, we're not going to do any increases. As you can see, it's kind of getting corners, I guess you could call them. And so when that starts happening, you have to do a row of single crochet all the way around. That way it kind of keeps that round shape. So we'll just move our stitch marker and meet you back here at the end of another row. Okay, now we're back to row 7. We've gone around and we've got 30 stitches all the way around here. And for this row, we're going to do something a little bit different. We're going to increase and do 4 single crochet. Well, the other way around. We're going to do 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase. And then we're going to repeat that all the way around. And then we're going to just move our stitch marker, put that out, put it up here, so that when we get back here, we know where we're at. So I'll start out 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we will do an increase in that 5th spot. So put 1 in there, and then a second one, that same spot. And then we'll just keep doing that all the way around. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase. And then at the end, when we get back around here, our last stitch right here should be an increase as well, and we're going to have 36 stitches. So, take a break and see you back there. Okay, and for the next part, now that we've finished row 7, which has 36 stitches, we're going to go into rows 8 through 13, which don't have any increases. So we're just stitching all the way around, and to keep track of them, I like to use just bits of scrap yarn for stitch markers. Usually I just grab, however many I'm going to be using. So for this, I'm going to be doing 5 more rows. So I've got, 5 more colors to use. And we're just going to stitch all the way around, and each time we add a new row, we're going to put a stitch marker in it. So you wrap that in there like that, and then you go under it and start stitching. So I'll come back in a couple more rows and we'll take and see how things are going around your circles, okay? Okay, and as you can see here, I've now got my rows 8 through 13 done, as indicated by all my stitch markers. So what I'm going to do, since I don't need these anymore, is I'm just going to take them out. If you want to, you can continue the single crochet around as many times as you like. It's just going to make your ball taller, 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 but if you make it too tall, at the end it might end up looking kind of like a pill capsule, or more oval shaped. And for some projects that's exactly what you're going to want to do for like the body of an animal or something. But for this project, I'm just doing a ball shape. So I'm going to stop my single crochet, and then for our next row, row 14, let me put a stitch marker in here, because this is where I'm going to start my decreases. I'm going to pop that in there, and we're just going to count 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we're going to put a decrease in here, like this. Yarn over, pull through. Yarn over, pull through. You got all 3 on the hook. Pull through all 3 of them. That's a decrease. So again, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, and then another decrease. And basically we're just going to repeat this the whole way around until we get back to this stitch marker. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you back here at the end of the row. Okay, so I'm back at my blue stitch marker. You should have ended on a decrease if you, counted forward then decreased all the way around. And if you count around, you should have 30 stitches total. So what I'm going to do next is we're going to pull out our blue stitch marker. We're going to put it in the next spot. And for this row, I think row 15, we're going to go and stitch 3 single crochet, and then we're going to do a decrease. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, and then we're going to decrease. So 1, 2, pull through all 3 of those. Again, that's 1, 2, 3, and we'll throw in another decrease. like that, and we're just going to go all the way around again until we get to that blue stitch marker. So see you at the end of row 14. Alright, and I'm back to my blue stitch marker. You should have ended on a decrease, and if you count around, you should have 24 stitches. For this next row, we're just going to do a single crochet around the entire row, moving of course our stitch marker again, mark our place. And basically we're doing this because we don't want it to decrease too quickly. It'll start getting scrunched up and start looking kind of flat instead of ball shaped. So we're just going to go ahead and single crochet all the way around until we get back to that blue stitch marker. And at the end, you should have 24 stitches all the way around because we're not increasing or decreasing. So, see you at the end of this row. Okay, and so now that we're back at my blue stitch marker, you should have ended on a decrease, and when you count around, you should have 18 single crochets. I went ahead and popped in an approximate placement for my eyes. I haven't put the plastic, the safety part on them yet. They're not locked into place basically, but it's starting to look pretty cute. Soon, I think I'm going to stuff it. We're going to go around, and this is going to get a lot smaller because what we're going to do is we're going to do a single crochet and then a decrease, and a single crochet and then a decrease all the way around, and that is going to bring us down to about 12 stitches, and it's going to make this opening pretty small. So if you want, you can lock your eyes into place now and stuff it, or you can wait till we finish this row and stuff it. And I think I'm just going to wait. I like, to get as close as I can to having that hole pretty small. So I'm going to move my stitch marker. Then we're going to go poke this in here and do a single crochet. Pull it kind of snug. And then we're going to decrease. Just like that. And so again, we're going to single crochet. Oops. Need a little more yarn. And then decrease. So one more time. That was single crochet. Up through there. And decrease. All the way around to that blue stitch marker. At the end, you should have 12 stitches. So let's get stuffing and locking things into place. Okay, and ending that row at that blue stitch marker should have you with 12 single crochets going around. As you can see, I stuffed mine and I locked my eyes into place. I think it's looking pretty cute. If you wanted, you could also embroider the eyes on using like embroidery thread or yarn. Just kind of depends what you're going for. I've done embroidery eyes, and they're supposed to be really secure and everything because it's, stitched right onto there and everything. But I've found them to be a little tricky depending on what exactly you're trying to do. And I figured I would give this a whirl. So for this last bit,